So this is x approaching 1 on the negative side, this is x approaching 1 on the positive side, and this is x approaching 1 to both sides. Here in the x approaching 1 in the negative side, we will take this one because this one is approaching on the right side, so we can solve it. It's very easy. It will be 1 times 1 plus 1 equals 2. Then x approaching 1 on the positive side, we will use this equation because the line is coming on the right side. We can solve it. 1 minus 2 equals minus 1. Then we will have x approaching 1. We will use both equations. It will be here, it will be equal to 2, and here will equal to negative 1, so it does not exist.
Okay, so first, to find the limit of f of x from x approaching 4, since 4 is bigger than negative 2, we're going to use the second equation. So absolute value of 4 minus 1 is 4 minus 1, which equals 3. Okay, 3. And then for limit of f of x approaching negative 2 on the negative side, we're going to use the first equation, and negative 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. And then for limit of f of x approaching negative 2, we already know approaching on the negative side, it's 1. To find approaching on the positive side, we're going to use the second equation. And so absolute value of negative 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. And since it's the same as the negative side, then limit of f of x approaching negative 2 is 1.
Okay, so we're going to do a function by using derivatives by definition. So first we have to plug the formula with the x's, which will give us 5 over 2 times x plus h minus 5 over 2x, which is our original equation, over x. Then what we're going to do is we're going to find the common denominator for this one, which will give us 5. We're going to multiply this one by 2x and this one by 2 x times h. So it's going to give us 5 2x minus 5 2 times x plus h over 2x times x plus h over h. So now we're gonna multiply to find the common terms, and it is gonna give us 10x minus 10x minus 10h over 2x times x plus h over h. So these ones are common terms, so we can just cancel them out, and we're gonna be left with 10h, negative 10h over 2x times x plus h over h over 1. A ver, quítale ahí, güey. So now we're gonna have to apply the tortilla rule, which is gonna give us negative 10h times 1, and then h times this one is gonna give us over 2x times x plus h times h. And here we can cancel out the h in the negative 10 and the h that is multiplying this whole equation. And then we can cancel out the 10 and the 2, which is later going to give us negative 5 over 2 which is going to give us negative 5 over x times x plus h. And then if we apply the distributive property, it's going to give us negative 5 over x squared plus h. And here we have to substitute the h when you're left with 1h with 0. So the final answer would be plus 0, which is basically negative 5 over x to the second power. So we're not done yet. Don't forget, every time you're making a change, you have to write the limit of h is approaching 0 for every single step. And your final answer, you will have to write it as f prime of x equals, and the answer, which is in this case negative 5 over x squared.